Hey, I hauled up my Bassman. Well, I got my Bassman cab with the Bassman head. This is a 62 Fender Bassman. I've got a little repair or a little note from a tech from Willie's American Guitars. That's where I got this, which is a great guitar store. If you ever get up to Minnesota, go to Willie's American Guitars in St. Paul. You might have to get an appointment, but it's really one of the greatest guitar stores on earth. You know, if you visit a real guitar store, you'll understand why Guitar Center is pretty darn cheesy. So it says he's got some codes I'll just share. Transformer 606213, 606241, 606217. Filter caps, all new Sprague. I think it says something replaced caps inside. Twos? Can't really read it. Replaced caps inside. Pots from middle of 62, the 22nd week. Both speakers are Oxford 12M6 or MG. Date code 465232. One is reconed. So that's from the tech at Willie's American Guitars, and that's one of the most trustworthy guitar stores. I've known them for a long, long time. So this is a Bassman from '62. This is the ox blood grill cloth. You got your bass channel and your normal channel. I probably always plug into normal. You got a volume, a treble, bass, and presence. I was really into that presence because I don't know why. I just wanted that presence control. That's why I had to have it. So it's got the grounded plug. Not the original was just two, but this has got the 3 grounded safe cable. All right, so this is the back of the head, which shows the 2 output tubes, no rectifier, and then the 3 or 4 preamp tubes. Got your speaker out, external speaker. You plug your speaker into that, and then into the cabinet. Then you hit power, let the tubes warm up a little bit, and then you hit standby. Here's your ground switch, which we don't need anymore because it's grounded. But it used to be when it had only 2 prongs. You know, you touch your guitar strings and touch the mic, and you might get shocked a lot, or little, or not. It's kind of a gamble. And like, oh my gosh, you come back and switch that, and maybe you don't get shocked so much. I don't see. Oh yeah, it's got the tube chart over there. Cool. Little piece of paper on the side. Serial number here. Here's like an old sticker from some old shop. What's it say? PIRS, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Alright, and there's the transformers and stuff. So, I think I've got the original speaker cable here, which is kind of cool, a little oxidized. So I'll plug into speaker, and then it's got this hardware where you can pull these out, and then there's thumb screws you can fasten it. Also has like a tilt back function, so you can tilt this back. There's legs on the side, which is pretty smart to point it up. So I've played this at a few gigs. I've got three complete Bassman head and cabinets because I'm crazy, and I brought them all out to a few gigs where each guy got their own Bassman, and it was pretty cool. I just wanted to see what it looked like. Get that, then you can screw these on so it's secure. Then I'll take the plug in the speaker. We're going to get around to testing the sound here pretty soon. Alright, takes a while, you know. So we'll just do that tilt back trick. Ooh. And it's kind of physical. And there it sits. So then the sound comes up and hits your head and kind of bounces off the ceiling and disperses throughout the venue. Which is better than drilling people right in the face. It actually sounds really good when you diffuse that sound. So the tubes are warming up. We'll find a cable. The sound is going to be just kind of funky. I can't really crank it, it's a little too loud to, but in a future video I'll probably get a attenuator where we can crank it and hear it distort, but which will be pretty cool. Remember, Marshalls were copied from Fenders because in England they couldn't get Fenders, so they copied them pretty close. And that's, you know, an old Marshall will have a presence control. Here we go. Careful, careful. Gotta hit the standby. Here it comes. I hear the buzzing, humming, hiss. Ooh, it's a lovely, a thick, lovely tone, but I'm barely turned up to 2. So this sealed cabinet has like a kind of a punch. So treble's on 5, bass is on 5. Don't be crazy, only turn it up to 5. Here's the presence on 5, which will bring us in some treble. So there's nothing like, you know, dramatic about the tone. It's just straight, neutral, quality, you know, pine cabinet, Oxford speakers, Leo Fender circuit, hand wired, tube powered, American built, simple, straight up rock and roll. And the more you crank it, the more it's going to distort. Hear all that hiss and stuff? That's because the guitar is close to it. It's a single coil. So yeah, we really can't crank it. It's just going to be too noisy. You could add a reverb tank or an overdrive or any pedals you want. What I think is funny is when people say it takes pedals well. Like, really? Wow. What is that? What does that mean? Oh, it doesn't take pedals well. Boo-hoo. I think that's kind of funny. Of course it takes pedals well. It's a Fender amp. It's the greatest thing ever. Bass cranked up. Bass down. Cool. Treble up. Very bright. Treble down. Wow, pretty active EQ. Let's take treble down and presence up. Max out treble and presence. Max out the bass. So that's way too shrill. So I always put them about 5, you know. And let's just try the bass channel. I never used the bass channel, but let's check it out. Presence does not seem to affect the bass side. cool. It's got those kind of heavy-duty Fender logos. Pretty cool. Also had a insect make a cocoon on it. So hopefully he hatched and did his thing. So yeah, the grill cloth's in nice shape. The Tolex is in nice shape. I'm thinking about selling this, and now that I plugged it in, I'm really not wanting to sell it, but